Good morning, second grade. Let's start with some phonogram review, and then we'll do our new spelling words. All right, our first phonogram is or. What are you going to write? Good, or. Say it while you write it. Put your finger under that phonogram you just wrote. What is it? Good, or. This is our or. So if you didn't have it, write it 3 times and say it while you write it. All right, our next phonogram is R. What are you going to write? Good, R. Say it while you write it. All right, put your finger under that phonogram you just wrote. What is it? Good, R. Phonogram R. Remember, we need both those letters to make the R sound. So if you didn't have it, write it 3 times. Say it while you write it. All right. Our next phonogram is the of her. What are you going to write? Good. The of her. Say it while you write it. Class, what are you going, or put your finger under that phonogram. What is it? Good. The of her. This is our the of her. All right. So again, if you didn't have that, write it 3 times. Say it each time that you write it. All right. Our next phonogram is a 2-letter A that we do use at the end of English words. What are you going to write? Good. A 2-letter A that we do use at the end of English words. All right. Say it while you write it. And put your finger under that phonogram. What is it? Good. A 2-letter A that we do use at the end of English words. This is our A 2-letter A that we do use at the end of English words. All right, so if you didn't have that, write it 3 times and say it while you write it. Our last phonogram is oi that we do use at the end of English words. What are you going to write? Good. Oi that we do use at the end of English words. Say it while you write it. All right, class, put your finger under that phonogram. What does it say? Or what is it? Good. Oi that we do use at the end of English words. This is our oi that we do use at the end of English words. All right, so before we move on to our words, let's review those phonograms, but be watching because I might mix it up on you. What's this one? All right, the of her. Say it with me one more time. What is it? The of her. All right, how about this one? This one is or. What is it? Good, or. How about this one? A 2-letter A that we do use at the end of English words. How about this one? R. And this one? Good, oi, that we do use at the end of English words. All right, let's see, let's stretch our arms out while we're doing this. We'll skip count by 3s. Ready? 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21, 24, 27, 30. All right, one more time, stretch them up. Ready? 3, 6, 12, 15, 21, 24, 27, 30. I hope you got those ones even when I didn't say that number. If not, just keep working on it. All right, our first word is doll. What's the word? Good, doll. When I was younger, my parents gave me an American Girl doll. Doll. All right, class, what sounds do you hear in the word doll? Good, our sounds are d, ah, ol, but wait, don't write it yet. We're going to use our floss rule. Class, what's our floss rule? All right, if you're not sure, just listen, and then the second time say it with me. Our floss rule is we often double F, L, or S after a single vowel at the end of a one-syllable word. Say that with me. We often double F, L, or S after a single vowel at the end of a one-syllable word. All right, so class, what are we going to do at the end of doll? What are we going to double? Good, we're going to double our ol. So one more time, what are we going to write to spell doll? Good, d, a, ol. Say the sounds till you write them. All right, put your finger under the first phonogram in that word. Go ahead and pause the video if you're not ready yet. What is it? Good, d, starting at the 2. So we do a d instead of a b. Good, ah. Good, ol. And don't forget your floss rule. Good, ol. All right. Make sure yours looks like this. All right. Does this need a marking? How about this? No, it's saying its first sound. How about this? Nope, we don't mark our floss rule. All right, so let's read our word. Good, doll. All right, the next word is color. What's the word? Good, color. My favorite color is turquoise. Color. All right, but color is a two-way word. It's actually a two-way word two different ways. That means we're going to change two things about from when we are talking to how we say to spell it. To spell color, we say color. All right, listen one more time. Color. All right, say that with me. Color. All right, so don't say it till I finish talking. Class, how do we say color to spell it? Good, color. All right, class, how many syllables are in color? Show me. Color. All right, I hope you've got this. Call or. All right, there are two syllables. Our first syllable is call. What sounds do you hear in the syllable call? Good, our sounds are k, a, ul. Say the sounds while you write them. Remember your syllable break at the end. All right, we've got our first syllable call. What's the second syllable in color? Good, the second syllable is or. We can't take that sound any further apart. You know what to write to make the or sound. There's only one thing we can write to make the or sound. All right, put your finger under the first phonogram in that word. What is it? Good. Ah, good. Ul. Syllable break. Good. And good. Or. I didn't remind us this time that this is what we always use for k unless I say something else. I hope you remembered. So we want to remember this is our default. All right, so make sure yours looks like mine. Let's go through our markings. Does this need a marking? How about this? How about this? How about this one? Good, we need to underline that. Those two, we need both those letters to make that sound. Pick up your pencil. All right, let's read our word. Good, so color is how we say it to spell it. When we're talking, we say color. So we've got two things that are different. Listen one more time. Color, color. All right, let's see if something's different in the first syllable. Color, color. Class, did you hear something different between Call or let's just do the first syllable. Call, cull. Something's different. Call, cull. Class, what's gonna get our thinking cap? I hope you said ooh, because between call and cull, that's the thing that changes. We'll go ahead and put that thinking cap there. So we say call to spell the first syllable, but we say cull when we're talking. All right, so color, color. We're looking at the second syllable now. Color is how we say it to spell it. Color is how we say it when we're talking. Class, what's going to get the thinking cap in our second syllable? It's this whole phonogram, because we say or to spell it, it sounds like when we're speaking. Later on, we're going to talk about that a little bit more. We've got a rule about that. Or I don't know if we would say a rule, but the way this often behaves in an English word in the next video. All right, so one more time, class. How do we say this word to spell it? Good, color. All right, our next word is crayon. What's the word? Good, crayon. He took my red crayon. Crayon. How many syllables are in crayon? Show me. Hope you've got this. All right, class, can you tell me in crayon, what's the first syllable? Good, our first syllable is cray. That means our second syllable is what? Good, on. All right, what sounds do you hear in the syllable cray? Good, our sounds are k, r, a. All right, we're going to use A2 letter A. That we do use at the end of English words. Class, which A are we using in crayon? Good, A2 letter A that we do use at the end of English words. All right, write that first syllable cray, say the sounds, put the syllable break at the end. If you're not quite finished, pause the video. Our second syllable, what is it one more time? Good, in crayon, our second syllable is on. What sounds do you hear in the syllable on? Good, our sounds are ah, n. All right, say those sounds while you write them. All right, put your finger under the first phonogram in that word. What is it? Good. A, which A? Good, A2 letter A that we do use at the end of English words. Good, we need our syllable break. What's next? Good, ah, n. All right, make sure yours looks like mine. Sorry about the glare from the lights. It's always right at that word we're trying to look at, it seems. All right, let's go through our markings. Does this need a marking? How about this? How about this? Good, we need both those letters to make the A sound. So we're gonna underline it. Does this need a marking? How about this one? All right, pick up your pencil. Now, before we read our word, class, what kind of syllable is my second syllable? Remember, our two kinds of syllables are what? Good, open and closed. Is this an open or a closed syllable? Look at the last letter. What is it? Oh, I heard Eleanor say closed. Nice job, Eleanor. This is a closed syllable. All right, because it ends with a consonant. All right, let's read our word. Good, crayon. All right, our next word is marker. What's the word? Good, marker. I am using a black marker today. Marker. All right, how many syllables are in marker? All right, class, can you tell me what the first syllable is in marker? All right, it is mark. So nice job if you said that. That means our second syllable is what? Good, mark, All right. What sounds do we hear in the first syllable? Mark. Good. Our sounds are R, K. All right, but I promised you I'd always tell you if we have to use something else for K, and we do. So wait, we're going to use line letter K. Class, which K are we going to use in marker? Good. Line letter K. So one more time, what's our first syllable? Good. R, K. And which K? Good. Line letter K. Go ahead and write those sounds. Say them while you write them. And put your syllable break at the end. All right. In marker, what was our second syllable, class? Good. We can't take that sound apart anymore. We know that. We're going to use the of her. Class, which are we using? Good. The of her. Say the sounds while you write them. Or the sound. There's just one sound. All right, put your finger under the first phonogram in that word, class. What is it? Good. R. Good. K. Which K is it, class? Good. Line letter K. And which is it? Good. The of her. All right, make sure yours looks like this. Let's go through the markings. Does this need a marking? How about this? Good, we need to underline it. How about this one? How about this? Good, we need to underline that too. So pick up your pencil and we'll underline both of our two-letter phonograms. All right, let's read our word, class. Good. Marker. All right, our next word is wagon. Class, what's the word? Good, wagon. My brother used to pull me in the wagon. Wagon. But wait, wagon is a two-way word. We say wagon to spell it. Listen one more time. Wagon. Say it with me. Wagon. Good. Let me finish before you tell me, because I want you to hear the whole question. Class, how do we say wagon to spell it? Wagon. Perfect. All right, wagon. How many syllables? Wagon. Show me. Oh, we've got a theme. Just 1 and 2 syllable words so far today. All right, good. There are 2 syllables in wagon. What's the first syllable? Good job. If you said wag, that means the second syllable is what? Good. On. All right. Let's see if we can do all or both the syllables together. The first syllable, what is it one more time? Good. Wag. What sounds do you hear in wag? Good. W, a, g. Put your, all right, syllable break, but wait, don't write it yet. We'll try and do both syllables together. Our second syllable is on. What sounds do you hear in the syllable on? Good. Ah. All right, so one more time. What are we going to write to spell wagon? Syllable break. Good. W, a, g. Syllable break. Ah. Say the sounds while you write them. All right, class, put your finger under the first phonogram in that word you just wrote. What is it? Good. What? Good. Good. Syllable break. All right, make sure your word looks like this. Let's go through our markings. Does this need a marking? How about this? Saying its first sound. How about this? How about this one? This one? No. All right, wait, class. What kind of syllables? What kind of syllable are both of these syllables? Look at those last letters. See if they're vowels or consonants. What are both of these syllables? If you said closed, nice job. I think I heard Jacob say closed syllables. Nice job, Jacob. All right. So there's nothing to mark except it's a two-way word. So we'll read it first, and then you'll tell me where we need a thinking cap. So remember, we'll just read what we have up on the board. Good, it's w-a-g-a-n. Wagon is how we have to say it to spell it. When we're speaking, we say wagon. So listen, wagon, wagon. Wagon, wagon. Does anything change in this first syllable? No, it's wag both ways, so that means our thinking cap needs to be on our second syllable, wagon. Oh, that's how we say it when we're talking. Wagon is how we say it to spell it. Class, what's going to get our thinking cap? Excellent, it's our o-o-u. So go ahead and put the thinking cap on top of there. One more time, class. How do we say this word to spell it? Excellent, wagon. When we're talking, what do we say? Good, wagon. All right, our last word is toy. What's the word? Good, toy. I got a new toy for the bunnies. Toy. Class, what sounds do you hear in the word toy? Good, our sounds are t, oi. All right, class, you can even tell me, because we only have two ois. Which oi are we going to use? I hope you said oi that we do use at the end of English words, because this is at the end of an English word, so we couldn't use oi that we do not use at the end of English words. It's got to be oi that we do use at the end of English words. All right, write the sounds in toy and say them while you write them. All right, put your finger under the first phonogram in that word, class. What is it? Good. T. And oi. Which oi? Good. Oi that we do use at the end of English words. Make sure yours looks like this. Does this need a marking? How about this? Good. We need to underline it. We need both those letters to make that oi sound. Let's read our word. Good. Toy. All right, let's go back. We'll read each of our words. If it's a two-way word, first we'll just read it the way it's written, and then we'll say it how we say it when we're speaking. All right, so the two-way pronunciation first. All right, class, what's this word? Good. Doll. How about this one? Good. So to spell it, we say or color. How do we say it when we're talking? Good. Color. All right. What's this word? Good. Crayon. All right. How about this one? Good. Marker. All right, remember, first we say it the way we say it to spell it. Good. Wagon. But how do we say it when we're talking? Good. Wagon. And finally, good. Toy. All right, nice work, class. Go take a little break. We'll practice these words again in another video.